Okay, so our first segment is done, and for the second segment, um, I have someone very, very special, someone that I'm a big fan of as well, and someone that at some stage or the other, everyone who loves sport has looked up to. Um, there's no need for a lengthy introduction, but I will give you some of the achievements of his life. Um, One of the most successful managers in the world of football, and he built and managed champion teams and coached in Europe. He's had an illustrious career as a player at Barcelona and led them to many victories, and now as a manager, he's won league titles in Spain, Germany, and England. Two Champions League titles, and the current manager of Manchester City. Yes, you guessed it right. I'm going to be speaking to Mr. Pep Guardiola. I'm a huge fan, and I can't wait for this chat. So I'm going to go ahead and log him in.
Yes. Virat, do you hear me?
Hi, I can, Pep. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm so glad to be the Puma family. He helped us, to meet each other. So
I know I couldn't have imagined about talking to you live on Instagram, having a conversation with you. I've been a big fan. I have watched the All or Nothing documentary about two times,
oh yeah,
and I love your mindset and the way you go about things, and manage teams that become champions and bring out the excellence in them. So this is a little bit of a fanboy moment for me, and I would like to thank Puma for making this happen, uniting us in sport, which I think is a great way to connect. Be it any sport, we all can be united purely because we are sports people and we play sport.
yeah.
So I'm going ahead, and I have a set of questions for you,
Well,
which
how is
I
your
hope you
country?
find interesting.
How is India right now? About COVID and everything.
We are
How
actually
is
in
going on?
Dubai. We are in
I knew
Dubai.
it. I knew it. You are
We
in
are
Dubai because lockdown from in your country. But the info there, how is everything?
Yes, the situation is still on the way to recovery. We don't have um, as few cases as other places in the world, but
Uh,
we're getting better every day.
okay.
And we had to make our tournament happen, which was only possible in Dubai.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
we are in bio bubbles, similar to you guys,
Yeah.
what you guys are going through, and that was the only way to get this IPL, which is our 2020 tournament, underway, which we're very grateful for because back home it was not possible. The
Yeah.
situation is not great at the moment.
Yeah, I understand. And are you playing in lockdown or with the spectators here in Dubai?
No, it's behind closed
Behind
doors.
closed
No
doors.
spectators allowed.
Yeah.
Only people like from the squad who can come to the stadium in the bio bubble areas, similar to what we see in your games,
Yeah.
is something that we are allowed.
Yeah.
Families are allowed to be part of bio bubble, and they can come to
Okay.
the stadium in those same areas. So yeah,
Yeah, it's quite
very
similar
similar situation.
like in Europe in football and other sports like NBA would happen. Okay, maybe one day.
Yes, yes,
Now you know Mumbai City will be part of our family in a city football
yes. I
group.
heard. Yes,
I know one person
yes.
I met here in Manchester, AJ, would be like a
Okay.
CEO there, quite similar. It's an incredible, nice guy. Maybe we'll have the chance to. I never visit India, so when this pandemic situation
Okay.
finish, would be love to go there. And the excuse for Puma, excuse from or the argument from Mumbai City, we can travel there. And maybe if we were
Sure.
together, you invite me in a good night restaurant, you can explain me a little bit the rules from the cricket. Oh my God, this is the most difficult and complicated game. I come from Catalonia, and there the cricket is not
I heard.
is not. But I came here in England. England, as you know, that is an important sport. So
Yeah.
a lot of people follow, and I try to follow him,
Yes.
through the TV sometimes, or I have some friends that play, and every time explain me with the rules. So no, you have to go to the stadium, and I'm going to explain you there because it's so difficult. Because you can play 3 days in a row, finish draw. So oh my God, I have to understand it. So you
I
have to
know.
do
I
it
was
for
just
me.
speaking to
You
my
have to do it
teammates.
for me.
Absolutely, I will. I was speaking to my teammates the other day, and I said, look, football is so easy to understand. That's why everyone
Yeah,
loves it. It's so
yeah,
easy to understand. It's a fast-paced
yeah. I
game.
know.
We love playing it as well. But I said, cricket, you can play for 5 days, and then someone turns around and says, who won? And you're like, no one. And they go, why would you play for 5 days and not win? And not a result.
Uh,
So that's the bizarre thing about cricket. But those who love it, we understand
yeah,
how
I
much we
know.
love it. But
No,
it's a
that's the
complicated
point.
sport to understand, I believe.
No, that's the point. How is beloved for millions and millions of people around the world. So and must be attractive in some way.
Yeah.
But
Yes,
of
yes,
course, to love it because you have to understand it. So I'm in this
absolutely,
process. I
absolutely.
am in this process
Okay, wonderful. So when we meet, I'm surely going to try and explain some rules to you. But for
for
now,
sure.
it's a great honor for me to be able to talk to you and ask you a few questions. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my first question.
Good.
Manchester City is known for its attacking football. You've literally dominated. I've watched so many games. It's a pleasure to watch. You won the league with 100 points, and to come back the next season with the same drive. How do you keep this hunger alive with the team?
Virat, you know that the manager we can suggest something, but if this doesn't come from inside for every single player, you know the desire to what
Yes.
we have done. When you win a title, you go to take a shower and you are thinking in the next target, in the next achievement. This is the greatest athletes, the greatest team. So we are a team in the last decade making an incredible step forward, but before of that, we didn't fight for the title. So this club, since the people from Abu Dhabi took over the club, make a step, say we want to be with United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham, these top teams that they were during many decades above of us, and we were there when we achieved 100 points and be consistent 2 seasons in a row. Was now the perspective when you are every day playing and competing, maybe you don't realize, but when the time goes past and we will feel that we did something incredible, because in this country it's more difficult to do it, and we did it. But
Yes.
as you know, so the past is the past, and the challenges are new, and you have to move forward. But I can say, yeah, you have to do it, to do it. But if every player don't feel it, you have to do it. The managers at the end, they cannot do anything else.
Yes. Yes. That's such a wonderful thing for people to know that you can have a vision, but if you don't have people who can carry that vision forward for you, it's
No
of no
chance.
use.
No
So
chance.
that's why
Always I put
discipline has
example like
become so
I'm a
important.
big fan from golf, and always I put example. No, you have a caddy. I said,
Yes.
okay, you have the next shot, 180 yards. You have to take the 7 iron. Okay, that's all.
Yes.
But after
Yes.
the golf has to hit the ball, draw, fade, or whatever, and put it on the right
Yes.
spot and make birdie.
Yes.
So caddy cannot
Yes.
help this. So that's why.
Yes.
So there is a big confusion sometimes. Like the managers, we have to sell the product and we have to speak every week 3 times. The people believe we are the artists or we are the reason why the success, even the failure, and far away from this. Only we can do is a trace a line and everyone follow this path. But when
Yes.
the referee start to say, "Okay, guys, show go start," is the players. So I love, because NBA, for example, they speak about LeBron James now or Michael Jordan, or
Yes.
they play or they talk about the athletes, the sport guys,
Mm.
and feel about the managers. So and here in Europe, we speak too much about the manager. They should talk more about
Mm.
the players. This is a little bit
Yes.
different about the States, about here.
Yeah, I understand. I totally understand. I do have a set of questions, but I'm just gonna ask a follow-up question, which is purely from my side to
Okay.
understand your mindset. So when you say that players carry forward your vision, when you want to sign someone or you want to go into the transfer window and buy someone, do you look at skill first or character first?
I would say we see the skills, but we should see more the character. The character you have to ask and because the skills at the end, you see the videos, you play against them, and okay, you say, okay, it's right, left, it's fast, it's low, is strong in the air, shoot good, and both foots or not. This is everyone can watch it, but know exactly the character, how I would say how he handled the toughest situation, or playing incredible tough scenarios with the difficult games in the knockout games, how they react, how in that moments overcome the bad situation or became what the best who the players they are. Uh, would be more important. The character, I think, makes absolutely the difference. To be competitor and hungry, and especially in the bad moments, put aside, and forget immediately the bad action and think the next one, and the next one is always the positivity, and do it. When you are able to find this as much as possible in a squad, this is a winner team. Because the skills without handle the pressure, or the ambition to become something in a high competition is not enough. Definitely is not enough. But when you buy a players, you sometimes you don't know them. And if you're going to switch or settle with the mates, or going to settle with the way we want to play in the city we are going to live. So this is always a doubt until you don't buy it or you are not with them. It's difficult to know it.
Wonderful, wonderful. That's so good to know because a lot of people don't understand this. They look at a player's skill and go, "Wow, he can play." But the behind the scenes work, you looking at the player reacting to a certain situation when the camera is not on him, is he running back to position? Is he putting in the hard yards? These are the things that go unnoticed, and I feel that's so important for people to understand as well. What is
Yeah.
the vision behind selecting players who eventually become superstars over a period of time?
At the end is
So
how you
that's
handle
that's
the
wonderful.
pressure. At the end is how you handle the pressure. You know that, so all your country is on your shoulders. So you are the best Indian player from cricket. So at the end, is in the right moment in the quarterfinal, semi-final, or in the final, you do your best, and you want to show the world I am the best. I want to help the team to win this game. And there are players in these scenarios became smaller, and there are players became bigger, and the biggest ones are these ones.
Yes, that's wonderful. That's wonderful to know. So my next question is to in the time that we are playing right now, in this current situation where you don't have fans in the stadium, so you're literally playing with no one in the stadium. Is it easier to manage players without all the noise in the stands, or you love having the fans around and having that energy to push the players and that environment in the stadium?
Without people, that is not the same. So it's another type of game. It's like a friendly game every time. So it's not the same. You have to do it, but
Yes.
the show must go on. And of course, there are a lot of money involved. Of course, watching for TV, the people can enjoy it. I don't say the opposite, but the people, do any the restaurants, the cookers cook for the people. So
Yes.
we need the people come back. So of course they are going back when everything is going more or less well in terms of safety, but we need the people. So it's not the same. It's a completely different game. It's like you feel empty. You feel in the bad moments are
Yeah.
less bad moments, in the good moments are less good moments. And in sports, the nicest when adrenaline go and high and top,
Yeah.
and in the bad moments you want to kill yourself. You are depressed because you lose, and without people, it
Yeah.
looks like it's okay. It's what it is. You have to accept it because the restaurants, the theaters, the cinemas, the shoppings, and everything. It's completely different. We are not different all other parts, but in the same times we miss we miss the fans and the live there. It's the same. I'm pretty sure. So play
Yeah,
close behind the
absolutely.
scenes is weird,
Yeah.
really weird.
We came here, we prepared for 3 weeks, and I was so excited. I was like, let's go, first game in 6 months. And
Yeah,
I step onto the field and it just went boom. Like there
yeah,
was literally nothing. I was like,
nothing.
wow, all that excitement just went away like that. So
It's
I
not the
totally
same.
understand
It's
what you're
not the
saying.
same. It's not the
Yeah.
same. For a short time, it's okay, but now we started the season, 11 months playing that way. Wow. will be
Yeah,
tough.
yeah.
But
I can understand. I can totally understand. Okay, so one interesting question about your playing days. Lot of not ma- like a lot of people talk about your manager career, but not many people um, mention, especially in our country. And you've always been looked at as the best manager there is, and a lot of people forget that you were a huge part of Barcelona, controlling that midfield and
yeah,
working magic with the ball.
I
So my
ha-
question is, you always used to wear black boots, and then you switched into some really cool colored boots, and then went back again to black shoes. So why did you make that switch, and how did it happen? Like, what
no,
pushed you to use color? And
the important thing is maybe some fans that some of your incredible amount of huge millions fans that you have, of course, don't know who I was as a football player. I have to tell I had hair in that moment. So in that moment it was a difference. And in that period all the shoes were black. All the shoes were black, Virat. All
yes,
the shoes. Now
yes,
to
yes,
find a black shoes is so difficult. You take a look at the players
yeah.
and all the shoes were black. And one day I put one shoes that was red, and Johan Cruyff,
Hmm.
my mentor, the best manager.
Yes.
So he saw the shoes in front with my mates and said, "What is this? It's red." I said, "Yeah." Go inside, change it, and come back for the black shoes. So he didn't allow me to training with the colors. And today, it is not one single player
Yeah.
playing the black shoes like old fashioned, like everything it was
Yeah.
okay with the brand, with the Puma, with Nike, with
Yeah.
Adidas, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But it was black. Now you don't find anyone. So
Yeah.
now the tendency, the brands change incredible well. But it's quite similar like you. When you hit the ball, you play white. Someone told me, and after you make black. So maybe it's for I don't know, for superstition or something like that.
The clean, the white shoes are definitely superstition because that's more traditional for me.
Okay.
Just like you mentioned about black shoes.
Okay.
Love playing in white shoes. Batting especially because that's when I bat, that's my zone. That's my time
Okay.
to just be absolutely close to myself and just perform.
Okay.
And when we go into the field, otherwise, when the whole team is fielding, then I wear what's been told to me that this is the shoe that you need to wear, and this is what's gonna go on the stores. So
Okay.
that's the story
Okay.
behind it. Yeah,
Okay.
so that's the stuff. But Johan Cruyff, I mean, you mentioned a name that is also one of my heroes.
Uh,
What an incredible
and it
player,
was
and
Puma. It was Puma too. It was Puma.
yes,
And that like
yes,
it's incredible this run. It had Pele, Maradona, and Johan Cruyff with this brand. Now Neymar. So
yeah,
and yeah, Johan Cruyff was absolutely genius. Absolutely
yeah.
genius.
I know what he means to you and what he did to
Yeah,
Barcelona, and the legacy has been carried forward in very, very able hands of yours. So
yeah,
it's amazing to see that.
yeah.
Okay, so my next question is, I read somewhere that you learn from a lot of other sports and then you apply the learnings to the way you go about things. Um, how did you were you always keen on learning from other sports, or you became like that as a manager?
Yeah, you can learn it, especially speaking with golfer players, for example, or basketball players. I think not maybe individual is more mental, but in collective sports, always there are something similarities between all sports.
Yes.
And it's nice. It's nice to know, for example, goals like the mental approach in golf is so important. For
Yeah.
1 centimeter, the ball goes in, go out, and make the difference and everything. And how you approach it, you hit the ball, and I think when you speak with the big athletes, you learn of them how strong is in their mind. So they don't doubt
Yeah.
for 1 second about their abilities, about their focus. And I think it's nice to learn about them. We can learn a lot with the other sports.
Yeah.
If you are just close your mind adjusting what you have done in the recent years or what you believe, you don't make a step forward. It's impossible. So the evolution is fundamental. If not, it will be boring. No, doing the same thing 20
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
it's boring. So that's nice to change players, change the way you do training sessions, approach, and you learn for the other ones for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. When I saw the documentary of Man City,
Yeah.
we were actually on tour, and suddenly, as captain, I was like, "Wow, this is exactly the chat I need to have with my team. This is what I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah,
I'm gonna use and say to the guys because I can feel the emotion. I want the guys to feel this emotion and step onto the field and play with their heart, play with passion.
yeah,
And I can totally understand that you pick up things which are like you can relate to it so much because at the end of
yeah,
the day we all play sport and the
yeah.
mindset
Sure,
remains the same, which
that's
is an
true.
amazing thing, which is such a beautiful
Yeah.
thing. This next question of mine is totally from a personal space. You've won titles with Barcelona, you've won titles with Bayern Munich, and then you come to Man City, you come to England, and you do it in three leagues, plus two Champions League as well. Um, I know it's all about the players. You said it's all about the players, but I know for a fact I've seen interviews of people who said, I can give my life on the pitch for Pep. What is that one thing that you have always followed in Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Man City, only as Pep Guardiola, which you know that always works? What is that one thing you always and always act like?
I can introduce you some friends, some former players or players that they don't believe in this, so they don't follow me. So I can introduce you a few.
Yeah,
So in all the
I know,
career, I
I
know
know.
in all career there are players that don't play much, or you decide don't play much, and after they don't follow. But at the end, uh, the football players, like in all the sports, they are so smart. They are so intuitive. They are not stupid at all. No way.
Mm,
And when you are fake, they realize. When you say
yeah,
something like you don't believe, they don't follow you. So you can
that's
be
true.
a mistakes, you can be bad decisions, but you cannot not being authentic. So if you put passion because at that moment you believe something, you have to tell him. And sometimes I have to tell you something, but I don't quite sure. Don't tell them. And after try to convince them the way we want to play, the way we want to live all together. And the guys who want to follow, more than welcome. The guys they don't want to
Yeah,
be followed, so or don't want to follow us. So what we can do. So we try it and we try it and we try it, but at the end the players must is the only way I know. So even when we are here 11 months together for the season, I wanna create a good environment. So don't always is about win and win and win and win, and it's not true. So it's not
mm,
true. You can be happy even not winning. So the important is we cannot miss is try it again and try it again and try it again and do it all the time. But sometimes you cannot win, so it's part of the life. So
yeah,
it's not a big problem with that. The important is the 11 months we are together here is spend a good time. Have fun, suffer the bad moments, enjoy the good moments, but have fun, spend a good time, and the relations and respect each other and the backroom stuff with the players, and after try to do your
yeah,
best all the time. If you don't win, okay, we will try next. It looks like in this society only you have to admire the winner, and it's not true. I think it's a bad message for the kids, for and it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't just count win. Yeah, we do everything to win. Everyone's to win. I never met one child go to the street to play with 9, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, play with a schoolmates, a football game, a cricket game, a basketball game, and they don't want to win. They want to win. They are
yeah,
competitors, huge competitors, for sure. But what happens is you lose when we teach them. If the second one is incredible, huge failure, is a disaster.
yeah,
That is not true. Disaster is when you don't try
yeah,
it or you don't and you don't make the effort you have to do to try to achieve with your mates what you have to do. This is the big, I think, achievement as a because you won a lot of titles. The day after, what do people say? I want more. I
yeah,
want another one,
yeah,
another one. If
yeah,
you don't enjoy the process, it's no sense. Absolutely no sense in our job. I don't change one title we won. I don't change one for the past, the process we live together to achieve this title. This is what I count and I remember. I don't remember the titles I live. I remember the moments in the locker room, the preparation for the games, when I'm a football player, when we go to the restaurants with the mates. I remember these moments. So at the end, the other is statistics, is numbers. So it's nice. I have 10 or 12 or 11 or 3 or 20. This is not a thing I learned from the beginning. I have to win the title. I win the title. I win the first set. Oh, this is worse. This is win that was nice. Second year after, day after, it's good. We won. But 2 days later, and everyone is forgotten. It's forgotten.
Yeah.
The people demand another one and another one and another one. If in the process you cannot enjoy it, it's no nice.
That's amazing. That's amazing to hear straight from you. You have to go forward with your vision. Some people like
For
it,
sure.
some don't. But they can never understand the work that goes behind it. And I know what you're saying, that should be the most important thing, and not the goal that is front of the world, that win titles and get trophies, and
Yeah,
those things are celebrated, but no one knows about the hard work behind the scenes,
behind the scenes.
which is the most amazing thing. I also want to show people what you got sent for me
Oh
recently,
yeah,
which is quite cool.
nice, huh?
uh,
Good,
Man City shirt
good.
for me, which is quite cool. The new design. Whenever I watch the team play, I'll make sure that I wear it in the room and sit and enjoy watching the excellence that your team displays, whichever team you manage. So
Next
it's been
time, next
amazing.
time, next time I wanna come to see you. Have to see a football game, a cricket game with you. We have to. We have to.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's been one of
I wanna
my.
learn your game. I wanna learn your game.
Okay, for sure, for sure. I'll explain
Promise
as
me.
much as I can.
Promise me it's going to happen.
Absolutely. I'll try my best. I don't know how much you can understand
No, no.
because it's so complicated.
Listen. When it's finished, I travel to India. I will
Okay,
travel there.
okay, okay, perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect. Next time I'm there, I'll make sure I come to one of the games and catch up with you as well.
we'll do
Thank
it.
you so much
It was a pleasure,
for taking
Virat.
out your time. Thank you very much,
It was
Pep.
a
It was
pleasure.
amazing to
I
chat to
wish you
you.
all
All
the
the very
best.
best.
Hopefully, your family stay safe in France,
Yeah.
and as
Thank
soon
you
as
very much.
possible can finish and come back your country and and come back to the our routine that we love a lot.
Absolutely. And also my condolences from my side and all my fans and all the people in India for your mother as well.
Thank you so
May her
much.
soul rest in peace, and
Thank
all
you.
the very best for the rest of the season. And whatever you do from here on in life, and I'm sure we'll catch up. Thank you so much for coming here.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you, Pep.
Ciao, Virat.
Bye.